Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sound Warriors. So we're going to sound off for you. They call me Big Guy. And this guy,
do. Hey, Brian Shartzer, what's going
I
on,
love
peeps?
it, man. It's a music fest, isn't it?
You know, it's definitely something, brother.
It is. It's something. It's a music fest. We have been, he and I have been talking back and forth. We're both, on the, he's on a record label. Okay, GAC.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Leon Everett. We're going to show his new building here in a minute on here.
Oh,
which is
this place.
What is going on, buddy?
Incredible.
Unreal.
Oh my gosh. What I love about it, he's posting the pictures before.
Yeah.
And that's so cool in the building.
Did you see all the lights going up?
They're state of the art, baby.
It is amazing. Now, what exactly do they call the record company?
It's GAC Records.
Okay.
But it's, let's see here. Where am I at? I can't even see it.
It's a major independent.
Yes. You take the lead on that because I can't see.
It's GAC is, let's put it this way. Leon Everett is not new. The guy has 9 gold albums. I think I saw 11 in a row in the top 10.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, he's a legend, basic legend. And so it's GAC Record Major Independent Label. And it's going places. And this cat got signed. This cat got signed recently. And, hey, so we're going to talk a little bit about the studio today. And that's something Leon would know. And our promoter, Beverly, who is also doing promotions for GAC. She's international, does it all. So
Fame management.
Yeah, same management. Very cool.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're excited about it. So I guess I'm going to go with mine first because Brian and I have both been in the studio in the last couple weeks. I was actually there this weekend. And if you're not from Illinois, you may not know this, but we had a tornado. Now, I got Leon, if you're watching, I got to tell you, Brian slapped me around a little bit earlier.
Whatever.
Well, a little bit, because I said, I did a song by Billy Don Burns, who I really respect, by the way.
Yes.
And it just, it's amazing. And I said, we're in the middle of a hurricane. I mean, we almost had to jump under the building in a 3-foot crawl space that has not been open for 20 years.
You're not going to fit in no 3x3, bro.
Look at me. So I was with my fiance. I was with my fiance, Kimmy, and I said, well, honey, I'll put you down there. And she said, I got brand new leather pants on. You're not putting me down there. I said, well, let's die together then. I mean, what are we going to do? But I'm serious. It was bad.
If there were spiders or bugs down there, Vicky would have just taken the high road.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll stand in front of this tornado before I get down in there.
So I'm in the studio redoing a song that Beverly Jenkins called me, my promoter, and also Brian's agent, she doesn't like agent, promoter. But anyway, she said, you need a country hit. You really do. And you can do it. You've got the voice. And she said, I've got just the song for you. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. But she sent me a song from Billy Don Burns. They call him BDB. He's from Arkansas. He's a legend.
Because he has written songs for the big boys and girls.
Yeah, they've used his songs.
I mean, he's no mediocre kind of cat, man.
No.
He's the real deal.
No, he's he's been in with Willie. He wrote songs for Willie, Tanya Tucker. I didn't write the list down, but it's lengthy.
Oh yeah,
this guy is a big player.
Yeah, and
so anyway, Beverly called him, and she knows him. Of course, she's pretty well known worldwide. Right? She's been in the thick of it. She's been, writing songs and, executive producing, and she's the executive producer on this one, by the way. So it was very cool.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool. So she wound it all up, and she actually called Billy and said, I got a guy, and I think he's got, I think he can do it. I think this is the song for him. And he said, well, Beverly, if you say he's the guy, then let's do her. And so away I went. Over the weekend here is Friday night, 8 p.m. in Illinois, tornado flying through the place, the building's shaking, the lights go out, and I said, well, there's Beverly.
But, Leon's got a song, Hurricane.
That's what I said. That's why you've been giving it to me. Yeah, he gets a hurricane, I get a small tornado. Yeah, all right.
It's a match in heaven, man.
Yeah, I know where I stand, right?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so I do want to take a short break because Brian and I do this every time. I'm on my third potential sponsor. So I originally
Are you still
started,
trying?
I'm just not getting anywhere. You know,
You're not sending you any love.
You got a record deal, and I basically am holding a Perrier bottle praying. So here's the way it went. I went Pellegrino, never called me. I still keep this. It's sort of a memento. It's a memento. Gatorade Zero. I called them. I think, maybe I didn't. Maybe Kimmy called them. But nothing from Gatorade Zero, even though, hey, I played sports.
No love.
And by the way, Tuesday I'm going in for surgery because I broke the little ball that goes into your shoulder. I broke half of mine off, so they're going to do my wrist, my elbow, and my shoulder all in one do on Tuesday.
Oh, boy.
So I shouldn't have messed around so much when I was younger. Got thrown off too many balconies. But anyway, so here we go. We're in the tornado. It's wind blowing, lights go out. We knew it was Beverly. They came back on. That was her to tell me to slow down and stay in the pocket. Had my instructions. So anyway, I get going on this song, and I did a lot of research in advance on Billy Dunn, and he is a legend.
He is because like we were just talking about, Billy has written so many songs for everybody.
Unreal.
So why don't you give our listeners a little something, brother?
A taste?
What was the name of your single again?
Well, the name of the song is Lonesome 77203.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I've heard the song before almost anybody else did.
Yeah.
So
you did.
And I before you play, I just want to say this. Welcome to country music.
Thank you, brother.
Because big guy, this is exactly what you needed, and the song is amazing. The lyrics, the instrumental, is just amazing. But when you sang this song, you're right in the pocket. It's so smooth, man.
It fit me like a glove.
It fits you like the glove that was custom made for you, man. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I fell into it, because I studied him. And,
sure, you have to.
Yeah, and listen to, how deep these lyrics were and how meaningful.
Yes.
And so I really, I worked on the song a lot.
And it shows.
Yeah, when I got in there, and again, Eric never lets you off the hook. You have the same producer I do. He doesn't let you off the hook. If you don't hit a line right, he's like, "Nah, you're going to start over."
And we're going to talk about that here in a little bit.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that. So I'll give the public a little taste.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
is going to debut on Friday, right? It's going to debut on Friday, and it is going to be on www.soundwave1radio.com. That's out in Bakersfield, California, with Stephen F. Adams, the
outlaw, baby, the
outlaw. And that's on a 2-hour show that is noon Pacific, 2 o'clock
our time,
Central time, and 3 o'clock Eastern. But that's on Friday, and that's my song's going to debut. Now I'm going to have a cast or a sling or something, or be crying in a corner somewhere. I don't know. We'll see.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty tough. We'll see what happens. But anyway, here is my version. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Billy Don Burns. Lonesome 77203.
Love it.
I'm a train bound for nowhere. I don't tire and I don't bleed. Ain't nobody waiting on me. They call me Lonesome 77203. A little child yelled, "Hey mama, mama." Looking yonder, mama, what I see. The old outlaw train they call lonesome. Mama, it's Lonesome 77203.
Here goes Eric doing some picking.
Oh, play it, son.
He can play, man. Woo!
I just love that mandolin.
I'll give him one more verse. What do you think?
Absolutely.
All right.
I don't stop the train for no one. I don't share my misery. Don't sell no fares. Don't take on riders. Not on lonesome 77203.
I had him add the extra guitar right here. Just the pickup right on the bridge. Listen to it. That's all you're getting.
Little taste. Just a little taste.
That's it.
I
That's all
tell
you're
you,
getting.
brother, again, congratulations on
Thank
that.
you, man.
Because that's going to hit country charts. That's going to hit country radio. Yeah, I mean, I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Because it's so funny how you're this rocker, Southern rock, and you can play Molly Hatchet and all this stuff, but you settle right into the pocket and did this.
Yeah, it felt good. It
You
felt
know?
good. It's a different side of my voice.
Sure it is.
And,
Sure
you
it
know,
is.
for years, when I was growing up, I was, in a, you go way back Chicago days, as a kid, right out of high school, I toured. I was in a Kiss cover band.
Right.
The girls would line up at the door. We'd play 7 Kiss songs, and they go, "That's it?" Say, "Yeah, we really want to play The Who instead." But you already paid your $5, so you're in. Let's have a good time.
Right.
So yeah, I really enjoy country music. I've really kind of gravitated towards it, and so it was and the whole thing was cool because Billy Don was really excited about it. Beverly just paved the way, and really good.
Beverly knows.
Yeah. Don't.
And I told you, listen to her. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she does. There's no doubt.
She's up here, man,
Yep.
on that pedestal. Like I said, Beverly, you're right up here, darling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You do it all.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your new song. Let's
Oh.
talk a little bit about and let's talk a little bit about we talked last on podcast 9 about your record deal. So if anybody wants to know more about your record deal per se, but you've got some updates because you are going down to South Carolina, right?
Yeah, South Carolina, May 16th.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know
I
what
get
the setup is?
I
What's
don't have a
happening?
clue, and to be honest, I really don't want to.
Yeah.
I want to be. I'm going to be. I got butterflies in my stomach already. I'm
Yeah.
nervous about it already.
Well, I heard.
the venue is
Oh, it
out of
looks
this
great.
world.
It's looking great.
So what'd you hear?
The thing's huge. Well, I heard that, and I may be wrong, but I think Leon is going to be performing,
Yes,
and I think Billy Payne.
Billy Payne as well.
He's gonna perform.
Yeah, he's actually putting on a show
Yeah.
that night, and rightfully so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's killer.
Yes.
Just killer. So, those are A-team members that you and I are teammates with.
Right.
And, the cool thing about this new deal with GAC Record, major independent label,
That's exactly what it is.
yeah, and also
exactly.
Leon has God and Country Time with Friends TV show, so that's cool. And you can just hit him on any of the. Just put in Leon Everett, you'll find all kinds of stuff.
And what's crazy, and the greatest thing about this, I don't want to call it crazy, but it is kind of crazy. But Leon, he has built this for he could do shows there.
Oh,
he
yeah.
could do TV shows there. He could do advertisement there. He could do interviews there. There's so much that this is going to be able to just to go.
Well, he's
with
a rare deal.
everything,
He's a rare deal.
Yes.
And again, you know how I research stuff.
Oh yeah,
Right?
absolutely, yeah.
I was, I worked as an international child safety advocate. I've sat in front of people in prisons and interviewed them and just got them to cough up information. And I have a few connections that if I want to find out something about somebody, it's 2 steps. Now everybody's going to call me. Everybody's going to call me. Hey, what about this guy? Can you look up this rat? No, I'm retired. But I worked for America's Most Wanted for 4 years.
Yes.
And trust me, you get some connections and get around. But here's the deal. Leon is a rare breed, and he is.
He got 9 gold albums.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
just the way he delivers himself, he is a good guy. He is a very religious guy, and I will say this: he tells it like it is, and he really wants independent artists like us.
He wants to help us.
Wants to help and have them get a fair shake. And I don't know if he didn't get a fair shake. I don't know what. I think it's just out of what he thinks is best for the music business. And he's brought something down there in South Carolina that is going to be, I think it's going to be like its own mecca.
Well, like I said on a post today, nobody can ever replace the Grand Ole Opry, the Mother Church. By no means.
But you can bring it closer to South Carolina.
That's exactly my point, because, I really think that this place is the next thing, man. Yeah. And I get to be a part of that.
Yeah.
That's, May 16th, I'm going to be on that stage,
That's awesome.
I'm going to be there with Leon Everett and Diane, his wife. My wife, Vicky's going to be there. I mean, Beverly. I cannot wait to wrap my arms around her.
We got Adam Grant.
We got Adam Grant.
Yep.
We got the Epps family.
Yep.
They got the gospel group that's coming in.
They're good. I think there are 4 or 5 guys in that gospel group. I listened to their track the other night.
Yeah.
Man, those guys can bring it.
The whole team. Everything about
everybody
this is
the real deal.
Yeah.
And you too, bro. I mean,
I appreciate it.
You're the real deal. When it comes to outlaw country and really being able to bring it, you got the vocals, you got everything. And I'll tell you this, speaking of which, you were in the studio within the last couple of weeks in Bloomington, right?
Yes.
I mean, did you do it in a tornado? I don't think so.
Hey, man, it was settled grounds, man.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was nothing.
Right.
You got to have a signature song, right?
Yeah.
So we went in and we redid Copperhead Road. Eric put our stamp on it, and to show some love and respect to Mr. Steve Earle, who took this song to #1.
Yeah.
Copperhead Road, right? And so I wanted to do the same thing, and so put my stamp on it.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what we did.
We both did the same thing within the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Took amazing artists, just flew in with clearance, got it done, made it happen, and you know what? It's all about interpretation and respect. And, you have to respect other artists.
Absolutely.
And we do. And we were trained that way. So does everyone in our management company and all of the A-team members. I will tell you this. When I came aboard, 6 months ago, 7 months ago, whatever it was, when I came aboard, everybody welcomed me. There's not like tons of jealousy. Of course, I don't know how jealous you're going to be of me. But anyway.
This should not be a competition.
Right.
Music is not a competition.
It's support each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play a little.
You do a little Copperhead Road?
I have a little track of it right here. I happen to heard it early too, brother.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're gonna bring this to #1. I feel it in my heart and my soul.
Nice. He's still available.
Well, my name's John Lee Pettimore. Same as my daddy and his daddy before. You hardly ever saw Granddaddy down here. He only come to town about twice a year. My 100-pound of yeast and some copper line. Everybody knew that he made moonshine. Now the revenue man wanted Granddaddy bad. He headed up to holler with everything he had. Before my time that I've been told, he never came back from Copperhead Road. Yeah! just shot coat of primer and we looked inside. Well, him and my uncle tore that engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound. Then the sheriff came around in the middle of the night. He heard Mama crying cause something wasn't right. He was headed down to Knoxville with the weekly load. You could smell whiskey burning down Copperhead Road. Yeah!
That's going to be a #1, baby. We're getting close to that timer, brother.
I love it. I
Close
love
to that
it.
time, that 30-minute time already.
There it is. Look
Man,
at that.
we're
Man,
having
we're moving in on
too
it.
much fun.
Yeah.
Not enough time.
So I want to give a shout out to Billy Don Burns. I hope you'll watch this. And, buddy, just what a career you've had, and what a pleasure it was for me, and I mean that, to be able to redo one of your songs, for you to permit me to do that. And it was just super cool. So I appreciate it. I talked to a guy that knows you. I don't know what's going on with my camera there.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, they probably don't want to see my face that close. But anyway, yeah, I don't blame them. There's been a lot of people said that over the years. But anyway, I thank you, brother. I talked to somebody that it was actually Michael Deese, and he's also an A-Team guy, and you know, has a good record collection, and he actually hooked me up with a radio station to play the new tune. And he was actually last night or the night before, I think it was last night, was going to go to a guy's house, and Billy Don was supposed to be there. So I said, will you make sure to tell him how much I appreciate it? So this is my thank you, just in case he didn't get a hold of you. And the other thing, because I love country stuff and what's going on, his dad, Michael's dad, still plays the stand-up bass. He's 90 years old, and he sent me a picture, which I might post here when I download this, sent me a picture. I'd have to get his permission. I might not. But anyway, sent me a picture. His dad handmade a 14-foot guitar with lights all in it that goes on the ceiling in his music room. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen. Very well done.
Sure.
They're craftsmen, you know,
Yeah.
total craftsmen. So very cool. So that was Copperhead Road. Tell me a little bit about when you went in to do that. Tell some people just 2 or 3 things from the inside of a studio. What have you learned? What do you do? What are your tricks?
The studio is one of my favorite things to do, but it's one of the hardest things to do, because when you go in there, you have got to be spot on vocally. I have a problem with enunciating. You know, I've always had a speech problem since I was forever. So some words are harder for me to say than others, and I have to stay away from some of the words that I can't enunciate right.
Are you going to make fun of the fact that I couldn't say the word walking?
No, I wasn't going there.
Go ahead. I'll tell you.
But I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
You know, but a studio, it's a lot of work, and just knowing when you go in to do a project, you're going to sound the best that you can ever sound.
Yeah.
Especially being with Eric Nelson at Eclipse Studio.
Yeah,
you know,
he's the best in Bloomington.
Yes.
Do you find you get super jacked up, and sometimes you got to get?
I'm a caged
Pull
lion.
down a little bit.
I'm a caged
So
lion,
am I.
and
I'm an animal.
I'm pacing back and forth behind the mic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm pumped up
Yeah.
all the time. Anyhow,
Eric's
you know,
like this with me, and what happens with me when I get cornered, or if I get real like fired up and jazzed up like that, I'm from Chi-Town, and I grew up where, by the time you were 18, if you hadn't had 20 street fights against a guy named Vinny, then you weren't even breathing. You know what I mean? So long story short, he's like, you got to settle down. So I was recording Simple Plan, which was my last single, and I like that song. And
yeah, sure.
and one of the words in there, the word was walking, and he goes, no, walking, and I go, yeah, walking. And he goes, why do you go into like you're gonna kick somebody's butt, Chicago? I said, because when I get cornered like that, I go into Vinny mode. And so he made me do it 19 times, and I was getting pissed. And so finally, Kimmy, my fiance, came into the vocal booth, and she's like, like this, like settle down. And I was just like, I couldn't hit what he wanted. And that's what's great about Eric. He wasn't going to accept walking. He wanted walking. So he got what he wanted, but he'll beat it out of you if he has to. Do you agree with that?
Totally.
Yeah. He's the best. He's a great vocal coach. Underrated for that. You know, he's a great producer. He's one of the best, I would say, master musicians I've ever seen. You know.
Well, you got to remember he's done this out west, California, and he's hip hop, all of the. I mean, he's done it all. He's done it all. He's played with the big boys and girls too.
Oh yeah.
You know how we got so lucky him relocating in Bloomington, Illinois. It's God's way, really. God.
Well, the bands that he's sat in with, and open for Journey, blah 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 blah, and he's a quiet guy about it. You know, he just
very much so.
He just goes on his way. But I'm going to tell you, there's something to be said for, it's like going into a boxing match. If the guy across from me is quiet, I'm starting to get worried.
Leave him alone.
I'm starting to get worried. If the guy's like chopping at the bit and calling me names and blah, 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 I'm like, I'm going to smoke this dude. I'm going to smoke him. But, he's quiet, and it all comes out when he starts working. And I mean, I didn't say walking either. I said working. But anyway, when he gets going, I mean, he pulls out the dobro, and then he'll take out a Strat. And he doesn't like the way the Strat sounds on that, so he's pulling out
another guitar.
A Telly, and he's got just the one, just the one thing on the bridge on, just that one pickup, and it's giving you that chunky sound. That's what he wants. He just doesn't give up, man. He works these tracks.
He's a true artist.
Yeah. So Eric, we love you, brother.
Absolutely.
And Beverly, love you. Leon, love you. And I'll tell you who else is a new superstar on the team. How about Gigi?
Yes, welcome,
Gigi.
Yes,
she has put together some logos, some stuff. I'm like, you better watch it, guys. I may take her away from you. She's pretty darn good at all that.
It just adds to the team, man.
Yeah,
it just
we got a great team.
Adds to the team.
Yeah, so you've got some great artists that have been signed on the GAC label. This label is new.
It is. I am so blessed for being a part of this.
But here's the thing. Sometimes you think new and you think, well, they don't know what they're doing, blah, blah, blah. That's not at all that. This is a power team. Power.
Absolutely.
These are people that have been in the industry and had success. This isn't, I could have been, I was, this is success, and they're going to model it for your career, So, Leon, keep one thing in mind if you're watching this. I do love your song Hurricane, but I might be a new hitter because I did do a song in a tornado. All right, well, we're going to call this podcast. What else you got to say there before the Sound Warriors go out, Mr. Shartzer?
God bless America.
I'm with you, my brother.
And God bless our American troops.
Every last one of them.
Our EMS, our first responders, our police officers.
Yep.
They keep the globe all safe.
My son is a homicide detective, so he kind of followed in some of my footsteps, and I always worry about him every day. So be safe out there. Just remember one thing. The Sound Warriors have fun. We love music, and we love sharing, and we try to park the egos at the door and just lay it out like it is, right?
That's all we can do.
That's it. Just lay it out like it is. And we love music. We love singing for you. And we really believe that we have the best team. And we've mentioned those players already. So thank you very much. This is episode 10. How are people still watching us after 10?
Because they have nothing better to do.
They have nothing better to do.
Just pull up these two misfits.
Yeah.
And what are they going to say next?
Yep.
What are they going to do next?
Yeah, they look at us and say, this looks like a guy I wouldn't want to roll in the parking lot with. That's all it is. Ciao, everybody. We enjoyed it. See y'all later.